Welcome to Claire Woodcraft, who is Executive Director of the Centre for Strategic Philanthropy at the University of Cambridge. It is a very new centre and it's part of the Judge Business School. Prior to that, Claire was CEO of the Emirates Foundation and she served as Deputy Director on the Shell Foundation. Thank you for talking to me, Claire. You are co-hosting the Talking Philanthropy 2021 conference this spring. How does it align with the aims of your centre?
Thanks, Kirsty. Great to be here. So our centre really has a three-pronged mission. First and foremost, inevitably being inside the university, we are a research centre. Secondly, we're looking to build an education program, an executive education program for practitioners. And finally, we really want to be a convener of diverse voices. So clearly, each one of those pillars aligns nicely with a conference like this that is focused on one of our core markets, Asia, and that unites the various actors that are working within the ecosystem of philanthropy. So if we look at our research agenda, we would love to see collaborative research as a product of this conference come together with like-minded actors to delve deeper. We know there is a dearth of data on philanthropy in Asia, and we'd like to address that. For our executive education program, we're hoping to support next-gen philanthropists. We want to meet them at this event, find out what are their challenges, what do they want to learn more about, how can we share best practice, and how can we avoid some of the mistakes of the past. And finally, in terms of thought leadership, clearly this is a very complex time in the sector's history, and we really want to make sure that we understand how others are thinking and what kind of advocacy platforms can we create to ensure that our philanthropic sector delivers even more impact.
Now, you've only been going a year, and what a year. We have seen huge disruption and change because of COVID-19, but also opportunities. How would you say the pandemic has changed the fundamentals of philanthropy? In what way?
Our focus is on emerging markets, Middle East, Southeast Asia, and Africa. And we just completed a research report on COVID-19, looking at exactly that. And one of the core things that we found is that the power balance is shifting. So historically, philanthropy in those markets and best practice tended to be dominated by grant makers in the global north. What we're seeing now is an empowerment of philanthropists in the global south, including in Asia, where they are challenging some of the norms of the past in the way we disperse grants, in the way we make decisions about where funding should be allocated, in the way we work with governments as philanthropists, and in the way we work together. So a lot more peer-to-peer collaboration, peer-to-peer learning, and a stronger voice from the global south for advocating for change in the sector.
One of the focuses of the Talking Philanthropy conference will be the relationship between philanthropists and government. From your research, why do you think governments are so important at the moment in nurturing philanthropy in the global south?
If you look at the way we create socioeconomic value at scale, which is what philanthropy contributes to, governments are clearly critical actors therein. They have national development policies. And we know that historically, philanthropy can play a very strong role through innovation by bringing risk appetite. And yet, there is often a lack of collaboration between philanthropists and government. And that undermines the opportunity for system change. So we believe firmly that philanthropic actors cannot create value alone. They need to be working with public policy in order to get scale, in order to get sustainability, and in order to ensure at the moment that philanthropic capital is actually working in parallel with government funding and not in isolation.
And who do you think will benefit from attending Talking Philanthropy? What sort of sectors, what sort of people, what sort of organizations?
I think this is a really great, exciting opportunity for people coming to the event, for those people who are really interested in change within the sector. We talk about a paradigm shift, notwithstanding the devastation of the crisis. This is a hugely exciting moment for philanthropy. It's a massive growth market, and we know that the next generation of philanthropists are really driving a much more entrepreneurial, innovative way of changing. So we're going to be talking about everything that contributes to that change: digitization, collaboration, voice from the global south. And really, this is a great opportunity for all those interested. So it could be from obviously philanthropic practitioners themselves, academics, business people, but also advisory entities that are working with family offices to encourage them to invest more philanthropically. So it's really anybody that believes that COVID-19 has created an incredible new opportunity to build back better, do things differently, and examine what change looks like.
Claire Woodcroft, thank you very much.
Thank you.